page here. Good morning. It's grande matcha made with light ice, oat milk, and 2 pumps of pistachio. Thank you. Have a good day. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. I'm going to be bringing you guys along for the very first video in my new series, Work Life Diaries, to bring you guys along for a realistic work day in life as a full-time work-from-home mom. So if you guys are new here, my name is Ulyssia. I'm a full-time work-from-home mom of 3, a wife, and I do work remotely full-time as a project manager. And here on this channel, I basically share a little bit of everything. I dropped the kids off at school this morning, and of course, I had to stop by Starbucks to get my matcha. You guys know how much I love my matcha, but I did have to slow down on drinking it as much as I was before because I do have low iron, and apparently matcha also depletes your iron. So I've been drinking coffee at home for the most part, and every now and then, maybe once or twice a week, I'll go to Starbucks to get some matcha. But we don't have much on our agenda today for work. I think I only have one meeting today, and I really need to get caught up on doing some reports for my schedule. So that is mostly what I'll be doing today. I am going to head home now so that we can actually get started with our work day. I'm taking a quick break from work. I came home after we got our coffee and I went straight to work. I did have a quick meeting I need to jump on, but it was something that I was not leading. I was just listening in to just get a better understanding of what is going on for an internal tool that is being built for our billing team. So I have that out of the way. For the rest of the day, I do not have any meetings that I absolutely need to attend. We do have a refinement session on the calendar with IT, but I'm not joining that because I hate those meetings. I'm just sitting there listening to IT speak another language, and I'm not following what they're actually discussing. But I realized in my last vlog, I did not show you guys in detail the planner that I'm using for this year. So if you guys have been following my channel for some time, you would know that I would typically use my iPad for digital planning, but also to take notes throughout my meetings. I have shifted things a little bit this year because I'm trying to rely less on using technology as much as I possibly can. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I do miss my iPad. I actually gave my iPad to one of the girls for Christmas because it was basically still brand new. But I think I might buy myself another iPad because I miss it. But the planner that I'm currently using is the Common Planner by Sterling Inc. And I love it so far. I love that this planner can be as customizable as you would like it to be. So one of the things that I did to make my planner a little bit more customizable is that I added these tabs here on the side to the planner. So as you can see, if I can find it, it is split up into quarters, months, weeks, and then we also have the journal section, which is in the back of the planner. One of my favorite things about this planner is that, like I said, it's very customizable, and I can kind of split it up in a way that I feel that works for me. This is my first time testing out all the months being in the beginning of the planner, and then the weeks are all together like this. So I don't know, I like it so far, but I'm still just trying to figure out how I'm going to utilize this page. I've seen that some people use this to track their habits for the week. Some people use it as just a blank page to kind of journal or take notes. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I've been playing around with it, and I'm leaning more towards using this as a tracking page for my habits for the week. Then, of course, for the journal, the goal was for me to journal every single day. And honestly, I don't always feel the need to journal every single day. So I think for the blank pages that are in the back of the book, even if I don't have a lot to write, I'm still going to make it a habit to use this to journal and just get thoughts out on paper. So I love this planner simply because it's like an all-in-one. I'm not having to carry around multiple different planners for different things. I don't have to carry around a journal on top of my actual daily planner. So love it so far. I'll give you guys a thorough update towards the end of the year to let you guys know whether or not I'm actually going to repurchase it for next year as well. Because I don't have many meetings on the calendar, I'm just going to try to get caught up on my schedule. So I'm officially an integrated scheduler, which means I use Microsoft Project to manage schedules for our larger programs. And within these programs, we do have deliverables that are due to the government. So I have to make sure that these are as accurate as possible, and I'm constantly doing integrity checks because we do get audited from the government and I have to make sure everything matches. So I do need to go back and do my audits from the past 2 weeks because I forgot to do them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And once I'm done with that, I do need to get some chores done around the house. I need to go and fold the laundry that I did last night for the girls. And I also need to finish washing and folding my laundry as well. I'm trying to make it a habit this year, guys. Like, I know I'm not the only one who does this, but last year I had a really bad habit of washing the clothes but never folding them. Like, I would literally have like 3 baskets of laundry just piled up at one given time, and I'm trying not to do that this year. I officially have no laundry that's waiting to be folded with the exception of what I just did last night. So we're going to tackle that today, and it's going to be done. I'm going to stay on top of laundry this year. That's my main goal for household chores I need to stay on top of this year. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this integrity audit, but I'm going to go ahead and put on a YouTube video as well while I work, just so that I have something on in the background. I don't know about you guys, but I love watching YouTube videos in the background while I'm working. And I think I'm going to watch Jenna's Hung latest vlog, and then I'm going to probably watch like a cruise vlog or something to get me excited for our vacation that's coming up. We're taking a break from the computer to fold this laundry so that it does not sit, because I know myself, if I don't do it now, it's probably not going to get done at all later, because I know once I log off this computer, I'm going to be mentally drained and not going to want to do anything besides help the kids do their homework, cook dinner. So let's go ahead and do this so we can get this off our to-do list. But y'all, I don't know what is going on with this Florida weather. I know in other states, over this past weekend, they did have a snowstorm. And it was kind of warm here over the weekend. But we woke up this morning to it being like in the 30s, which is ridiculous because I know by the end of the day, today is going to be in the 80s. And they're wondering why the kids are always sick. And it's because the weather changes so much. And it's like a drastic change for us. We'll go from it being like 80 something degrees, and then like in a couple hours it'll be in the 30s or 40s. It's such a drastic drop in the temperature, and a lot of people who don't live here like truly don't understand. When we say it's cold here in Florida, it's like it's something unheard of, because like I've been to other states where it was actually cold and it actually snowed, but Florida weather is just different, completely different. But anyways, y'all, I feel like I've been going through like a little, I don't want to know if I would call it like a depressive episode, but I honestly feel like I'm going through a hair depression. I've noticed that whenever I don't have my hair done, I go through this period where I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to leave the house, nothing. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling right now, if I'm being honest. But I went ahead and I booked my appointment to get my hair braided. I don't know, I was just trying to like give myself a break with the braids, since I did have braids pretty much the entire summer back to back. And I went back and got a relaxer, got my hair treated, cut, everything. But now I'm just at a point where just like I miss my braids. I feel like when I had braids, life was just so much easier for me. It's just when you have your hair straightened, a lot of maintenance to keep it together, especially for someone like me who's trying to lose weight. It's hard because any little workout that you do, you feel like you're going to sweat out your hair. And I go to the salon every 2 weeks, not every week. And I've tried washing my hair on a weekly basis in between, just so that I can continue to keep up with my workouts. But whenever I wash and straighten my hair, it is not the same as when I go to the salon. It never turns out the same, no matter what products I'm using. I don't know what it is. I just can't get my hair to be the same. Like it just has no body, nothing when I do my own hair. So I would not be doing that. The only solution for me at this point is to just get my hair back in braids, which is what I will be doing. Like I said, appointment is booked on Saturday, so I'm really excited for that. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting this laundry together, because I have quite a bit that I need to actually fold before I need to go back to work. Because it's 12:17 now. At 2:30-ish, I need to leave the house to go pick up the kids from school. So I don't have much time to actually fold this and then get back to work. So let me focus. Okay, so we're going to go back to work now for like an hour and change-ish before I have to leave to go pick up the kids. So I'm going to try to finish this integrity report in Microsoft Project. One of the things about Microsoft Project that I absolutely despise, I don't know if it's just me, But if I'm not constantly saving my progress, if for whatever reason I step away from the computer and the computer decides it wants to do a random update, I lose all progress that I've made in Microsoft Project. And that is such a pain in the butt. And I cannot tell you how annoying that is, because there have been several times where I made a lot of updates to my project schedule based on like a status meeting or whatever the case may be. And I made a lot of different updates that I lost that progress. And it's like, thank God that I record all my meetings so I can just go back and rewatch the meeting to make those updates again. But it's still annoying because making the updates live on the call, it sometimes takes me the full 30 minutes to an hour to get through those updates. So I wish there was a way to have everything saved automatically. I haven't figured it out yet, but maybe there is a way. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get through these checks. I still have quite a bit on my list, so we'll see how much we actually get done before we have to leave to get the kids. We just picked up the kids. One of my favorite things about Jalea being in VPK at the same school as Jelani is that we get kind of like first dibs on pickup. Because she is in VPK, they have to get picked up in the front of the school, which means I do not have to sit in a very long line that wraps around the back of the school, which is typically where you would go for car line. And listen, top tier for me this year, because I can literally leave the house 10 minutes before they get out of school and still be there on time to pick them up. Whereas next year, because Julia's going to be in kindergarten, we're going to have to go back to the back of the school, which is the long car line, in order to pick them up, which means I'm leaving the house at least an hour before school gets out again. So I'm cherishing this time while I have it, because I know next year this is not going to be the case. Are officially done with the work day, and I just had to run to Walmart really quickly to get a few items to cook with dinner tonight. I'm keeping things very simple and just making shrimp alfredo with broccoli and carrots with some garlic bread. It's going to be a super easy, chill night tonight, because I do need to edit this video that you guys are watching right now. Today was one of those work days that's very few and far in between in terms of not having a ton of meetings on my calendar. But of course, towards the end of the day, I did get a few items that were brought to my attention that I needed to take care of, which is why I ended up logging off after 6 o'clock. But because it is already 7:20, I'm going to quickly make this dinner so I can get the kids ready for bed, because their bedtime is quickly approaching. And pro tip for all my working moms out there, typically I do not cook dinner this late. I try to cook dinner throughout my work day because I do work from home. Another thing that I typically do throughout the week is try to plan my meals ahead of time, so there's no guessing in terms of what I'm going to make for dinner when I get off work. Today was just one of those days where I just did not do that. This week, that's typically something I would do on a Sunday. I plan all the meals for the week, so I know exactly what I'm making, what ingredients I need, all of that. But this Sunday I did not do it. I don't know what was going through my head, and now I regret it because it is very late and we still haven't had dinner yet. So let's make dinner so we can get these kids ready for bed. Up anymore. I know you only want me when I'm more I plan my feelings, you will ever know. I just can't go back. I'm falling for you. I just can't go back. I keep on falling. I'm falling. I just can't go back. Dinner is almost ready. I'm just waiting for the garlic bread to finish, and that is it for today. I made something quick, like I said. Tonight I am drinking some Grand Marnier with some orange juice. I just wanted to have something to just relax me. It's actually been a few months since I had an alcoholic drink. This is probably gonna be the last drink that I have for quite a few months anyway, so I just wanted to have something to just relax me for this evening. And I just realized that out of all day, this will be my first time eating. I didn't have breakfast this morning, and I did not have a lunch. So your girl is starving, and I'm ready for this food to finish. Luckily, the girls have already finished their homework for today, so all I have to do is just get them dinner, bath, and bed. I'm trying to romanticize my everyday life more often, which is part of the reason why I wanted to restart this series, Work Life Diaries, simply because Like I said, I feel like there's not enough representation on YouTube for working moms to show how they balance before, during, and after work. And I just feel like a lot of people try to glamorize their lifestyle. Granted, some people do live very glamorous lives, but there's a lot of us who live a normal everyday life, and that is what I am showing you guys. I'm showing you guys that it's okay to have a full-time job. It's okay that you have kids and you have a million and one things they need to do with them, whether it's PTA, sports, homework, whatever the case may be. It's just trying to find time for yourself throughout all of that, and that is what this series is about. And I'm super excited for continuing the series throughout this year. So let me know if you have any recommendations or what you want to see in this next vlog. And like I said, I'll be posting videos every Wednesday moving forward. And their sense of smell is incredible. They can detect the smell from up to 10 miles away. But I'm going to go ahead and close the vlog out here because your girl is exhausted and I still need to clean this kitchen area. But if you haven't already, please be sure to give this video a like and hit subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one.